Welcome to ParaEdPro, your partner in professional growth. If you find this video helpful, be sure to subscribe and share. ParaEdPro Core Series, Module 3, What Professionalism Actually Means. This module examines professionalism from a structural perspective. In many educational environments, professionalism is defined by visible behaviors: how you dress, how you speak, whether you arrive on time. While those elements matter, they do not fully capture what professional practice requires. In this module, we move beyond surface-level expectations and focus on the internal and behavioral components of professionalism, including ethics, boundaries, consistency, reliability, and intentional decision-making. The goal is to develop a stable understanding of professionalism that guides your actions across contexts, including moments where there is not direct supervision. Professionalism is not something you perform occasionally. It is something you sustain. In educational environments, professionalism is often reduced to visible behaviors, dress code, punctuality, tone of voice. While those elements matter, they are not the foundation of professional practice. Professionalism is not a performance. It is a pattern. It is reflected in how you think, how you make decisions, and how consistently you align your actions with your responsibilities. In this module, we will redefine professionalism in structural terms, focusing on ethics, boundaries, consistency, reliability, and intention. These are the elements that sustain professional practice over time. It is important to distinguish between surface-level professionalism and structural professionalism. Surface-level professionalism includes visible behaviors such as being on time, speaking respectfully, and following procedures. Structural professionalism goes deeper. It refers to how consistently your actions align with your responsibilities, your scope of practice, and student needs. A person can appear professional while acting inconsistently or avoiding responsibility. True professionalism is not situational. It is stable across environments, including moments where there is no direct supervision. This is where professional identity becomes visible. Ethical responsibility means acting in ways that protect student dignity, access, and well-being, even when it is inconvenient or uncomfortable. For paraprofessionals, this may include maintaining confidentiality, avoiding public correction that shames students, or ensuring supports are implemented consistently. Ethical practice is not about avoiding mistakes. It is about making decisions that prioritize student growth and respect. Ethics guide action when supervision is absent. Professional boundaries define how you interact within your role. Boundaries are not barriers. They are structures that protect both you and the student. This includes maintaining appropriate emotional distance, avoiding over-identification with students, and not shifting into roles outside your scope of practice. When boundaries are unclear, support can unintentionally become dependency. Strong boundaries create predictable, stable environments where students can grow safely. Consistency is one of the most important elements of professionalism. Students, particularly those with support needs, rely on predictable responses. When expectations shift based on mood, fatigue, or environment, trust is disrupted. Reliability means doing what you say you will do, following through on expectations, and maintaining consistency even when situations are challenging. Professionalism is measured over time, not in isolated moments. Emotional regulation is a professional skill. Paraprofessionals work in environments that can be unpredictable and, at times, emotionally intense. Professionalism requires the ability to manage personal reactions and respond intentionally rather than react impulsively. Students often mirror adult regulation. When adults remain stable, environments stabilize. This is not about suppressing emotion. It is about directing it appropriately within a professional context. Professionalism is visible in decision-making. Every day, paraprofessionals make small decisions that influence student experience. When to prompt, when to step back, when to redirect, when to communicate. These decisions should be aligned with student goals, grounded in scope of practice, and guided by professional judgment. Intentional decision-making replaces reactive behavior with purposeful action. This is where identify, agency, and professionalism intersect. Take a moment to reflect on your daily practice. Where does professionalism show up most clearly in your work? Is it visible in how you interact with students, in how you follow through on expectations, in how you communicate with your team? Consider also the moments where no one is watching. Professionalism is most visible in those moments. Let's anchor this module. Professionalism is not appearance. It is structure, how you think, decide, and act consistently over time. Ethics, boundaries, consistency, and reliability define professional practice. And every decision you make reflects your alignment with your role. Professionalism is not something you turn on. It is something you sustain. This module clarified what professionalism actually looks like in practice. In the next module, we will expand this further by examining how environments are designed and how professional practice interacts with those systems. Professionalism is not just about individual behavior. It is also about how we design conditions for success. Now we move from individual practice to system awareness.